Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here, back once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the review of the McFarlane movie Maniacs Jaws figure or statue 50th anniversary review. I say figure statue because I think it's a bit of confusion of actually what the thing is, whether it's figure or statue. I think the description said it was a statue, but when it come up on the search results, it said it was a figure. Now NECA have made their version of Jaws, but it's more of a game rather than a figure. But yeah, I think there's some debate whether it's actually a game or figure. I think it is actually meant to be a game, but they sort of, I don't think that either the companies can actually make a full figure, so they've sort of done it as this sort of a game, but sort of kind of like a figure. But it is supposed to be more or less a game, because it does come up as game, but you know, it's a game figure. And then the McFarlane, I think this is their version, because you know what McFarlane do, their movie Maniacs, where it's sort of their version of stuff. You know, NECA does like their NECA figures and Ultimates, and McFarlane's their movie Maniacs, sort of. I think this is their version of it. It's supposed to be a figure, but I don't say it's a figure, but it's kind of like a statue because they don't have the license to do a full figure or whatever it is. But anyway, I guess a figure statue-ish. But anyway, it's obviously celebrating 50 years of Jaws. Yeah, come out 1975. So yeah, can't believe it's been that long. 50 years, been a long time. I mean, I'm nearly 41, so you know I can't believe how quick things have gone. To be honest, yeah, so you wouldn't believe that's 50 years, but time certainly flies, and it's an all-time classic. Certainly one of the top horror genres, I feel. And yeah, you just got to have Jaws. You know, if you collect horror, you've just got to have Jaws stuff in a collection. So yeah, celebrating 50 years of Jaws. Now this, I don't think this has been out long. I believe the game came out first, and this came out sort of after. So yeah, they've just sort of started doing more Jaws stuff because it's celebrating 50 years, and there's like other stuff come out. Yeah, and this was one of the items that come up. I thought I definitely want to get that. Now there is one other thing that's quite similar to this. This is like the an item that's already out. It's a 3D movie poster, and it's quite similar to this as it's supposed to. It's like that, but it's in sort of like a plastic sort of sort of, whereas this is 3D, and that's sort of like that's inside the water, which is obviously plastic, but it's something quite similar to that. But this is quite similar, where it's not inside plastic, it's sort of outside, and it's that on its own. So that's kind of like that, but they've decided to do it without that around it, and then the cardboard back section where the water's supposed to be, and then the little plastic girl or victim on top. So kind of like that, but different. I think this is actually better like this because you can, you know, you appreciate, you know, you get to see the full shark, as opposed to that it's sort of inside. I think you can't really get the benefits of the full shark, as with this you can sort of see it better on display. So yeah, pick this up on eBay. Now I've got this for 38. I'm paying it through Klarna, which works out cheaper. But there's prices on there for this that are quite high. There's some prices that are like, I think there's one that said 70, but you know, I wasn't going to pay 70 for that. I mean, the other drawers item that I was talking about is like this, the one that's in a plastic water thing. It's about 50 or 60. I didn't want to get that, or I didn't want to pay that much. I thought it was too pricey. And I ended up getting a movie poster light, which is quite good. But this item, I definitely wanted to pick this up because I found it, as I said, on eBay for 38. But there's some prices that are going for really high, like £70. I don't think that's the right value of this. I think 38 seems a more reasonable price for this. So yeah, when I saw it for 38, I thought I'm definitely going to get that. So they've got this on eBay for 38. So if you want to pick that up, definitely pick that up. Don't pay £70. You know, get it a lot cheaper. Yes, I don't know why some prices. I think it's something to do with the tariffs, high tariffs, because I'm in the UK, England, and the higher tariffs affecting the costs of stuff coming over here. But yeah, somehow they've got it for 38, which is cheapest, I believe, on eBay at the moment. So grab one if you can, but don't pay an extreme price. Yes, I managed to get it on eBay for 38, pretty good price. So there's the box. You get a few bonus items. I wouldn't really say they're not that much bonus items. It's only like a couple of stickers. I'll show you in a minute. So these are limited edition, so only 8,100 that were made. So limited edition McFarlane toys. Drawers on there, and then maybe Maniacs 50 anniversary. Another cool image there. Yeah, there's a few things that I think that are good about it and bad, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So here's the actual thing. It says Jaws on the front, and there is obviously Bruce the shark with a victim on top. Now you comes in say 2 parts. Now the Jaws comes attached to the platform or the base, and then you get the separate part, let's say section of water that goes in place. Now you get that separate because that is the certificate of authenticity, which is obviously the card, you know, for the certificate. And this is number 6,156 of 8,100. Let me know if you got this, and let me know what number you got. So mine's 6156, and that's the certificate of authenticity that they put on the back of that for some reason. You know, instead of having that, I don't know whether they meant to do that, so it shows that on the back of that. But I mean, they could have done that card maybe separate. I didn't know whether they had to have it attached to that. I don't know what it was meant to. They can't provide an extra piece of cardboard. I don't know. Maybe it's just as you pick it up, you can see that that's on the back of there. But I don't know. But anyway, that is a separate piece, and then you just literally lift this piece here, which is attached to the victim. You lift that out, place that piece of card onto that section there, and then you reattach the victim back into there, creating that effect as she's swimming above the water. Although it doesn't really look that good, because you know the distance between that, you know, could have been level with the top of that, which is supposed to be creating that illusion, but it's more sort of supposed to be sort of like there, and you can see that she's swimming just on the surface, obviously ready for Jaws to eat her. But as you look away, obviously it's absolutely nowhere near. But yeah, obviously it's supposed to obviously have it on display as that angle, but when you look there, it looks doesn't look really good. So maybe they probably just could have set it that it was there, and then, you know, from all angles it would have looked but better. But anyway, that's how it comes. Jaws is quite good, the head of it. It looks quite nicely painted, and it's got some really cool markings on there, so that's really nicely painted. All the markings, I'm guessing they're right from the movie, but I'm not entirely sure. But there's, yeah, it seems like it's painted nicely with the markings there. There's more water, we'll see him coming out of that there. So yeah, it looks quite nicely painted. And then sort of the inside of the mouth is painted. The tongue and inner mouth looks okay. The gums and then the teeth look okay. They don't look really that sharp, but it looks okay. I think the paint job is pretty nice, and the detail on there. As I said, the jaws there. They could have actually made that sign maybe 3D to make it sort of just stand out and look better. It's just only just like a sticker with Jaws written on it, so they could have made that better. This section I'd say is pretty good. I think this is really where the value is, because other than that just being card and a bit of plastic on top, it's not much really value. That's 38, yeah, definitely not 70. I don't know what I said on 70, it's a crazy price. 38's more. Actually, you probably could say maybe should be like 25 or 30, but maybe it's too cheap for Jaws stuff. Jaws stuff is quite dear. But I think 38's more reasonable than 70, let's put it that way. Yeah, maybe they could have made that 3D. It's quite basic, just a label. Yeah, I think they could have done a lot better with this. I think this part is all right. I've actually got something similar. Someone handmade a Jaws plaque that I've got. I don't know if you've seen it in my collection, but I've got something similar that's a Jaws plaque. So it's kind of like similar. It's coming off of some water attached, so it's quite similar to that. But yeah, I think in terms of what it could have been slightly better. As I said, that's just card, and that's just a label. So I think, you know, the main bit is really just that, and then maybe the figure, the victim on top. As I said, yeah, so that's just plastic. Got the label there, could have been better. Jaws is really good. Card at the back could have been better, maybe a separate bit of card. But yeah, that's just card with a certificate on the back. And then you've got the victim, obviously, there that we've discussed. I think it's supposed to be the victim from the first movie, but I don't know 100% sure. It doesn't really look accurate. It's kind of like... it's kind of like just like a little figure that you get maybe with a miniature train set or something, you know, where you just have like little figurines, kind of like that, and it's sort of like there. It's actually not that bad painted. I mean, well, it's quite basically painted, but there's some quite good detail on the face with the eyes, mouth, nose. Sometimes where you get these sort of little figures, there's not much detail because they don't really seem to concentrate on the detail of the little sort of victims that you might get in figures stuff. But on this, they've actually done quite a good job on it. You know, as regards to the detail on the face, you know, you can clearly see the detail. I've seen some little figures like that included in some stuff, where you just see like a faded face or not really well painted. But on there, yeah, they put the detail in there and it looks okay. You know, it looks like she's swimming away. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously the metal bit there. As I said, yeah, it's alright. As I said, I think the value is in that. They could have made it, you know, slightly better, but I think for the value, 38, yeah, you could say, you know, it's not something where you pay 70 and say 70 worth. So 38 is reasonable. Now, what you get with it, it's not much, because it does say bonus items, but it's not really much. It's just basically 2 stickers that you get. that are kind of coolish, but I don't really see, you know, I mean, when you think about 38 and just that included, maybe could have had a couple of extra things, like a couple of postcards, maybe, and a keyring or something, you know, just something to just make it a little bit of a bonusy. But, you know, guess what it is, you're mainly paying for that. I suppose I didn't really have to include any items, really, but, you know. Yeah, so it's kind of like the, so you get the shark. I think pretty sure they are stickers. I'm not sure where you're supposed to actually put. I'm not sure you could put them on there really. I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could put them on there, couldn't you? Really, stick them on there. I don't see where else they could go. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be 3D or anything like that, or anything whether it's just basic stickers to go somewhere. But that's a shark. And then obviously you've got some victims in the water. He's ready to come up. I think that's from the first movie, or it could be the second movie. I'm not too sure. I guess 50 hour ownership for the first movie. It must be the first coming up there. But that's the only part that comes. Does the whole thing come off? Or was it just that bit? Oh, maybe the whole thing does come off. Yeah, I just don't see where you're supposed to put it, whether it goes on there or somewhere else. I don't think it'd look right though if you just had it like stuck to a side, or you know, I don't know if it would look right just on its own. I think I'll just keep them just in a box or whatever, just lying around as extra items. I don't think I'm going to really stick them anywhere, but that's one of those. And then the other one is obviously just Bruce. Just getting ready to come up to the surface or whatever. So yeah, you just get those with it. And the back section that's inside the box is that which you usually place the figure on that, but it doesn't sort of seem to work with this, because if you place it there, it doesn't work, because on here they've got the water going above there, but if you put that there, it's going above it, so it doesn't work. You know, it's going above sea level, which does not look right. So I don't see how that could be for that, really. The only way it would work is if that was like that, and then you had that going there, because then that's, look, because then she's above the just above the surface there, going level. But they haven't got that. It's not in line or level. But if they had that like that, that would work. And you know, that would work okay. I guess you could sort of stick that. You could probably maybe stick that to the wall or something, or just have that. So if you had that against the wall, and then you had that sticking up, because that C would work. See, like that. But like that, as it was in the box, doesn't work. So yeah, that's completely wrong. Yeah, but that would look pretty cool with that. So like that, we were going against the surface. But yeah, it's a cool item for what it is, I guess. Always cool to have drawers stuff in the collection. Yeah, I think it's cool. Maybe some things could be better, but for the value, I guess it is sort of worth picking up if you want to just add more stuff to drawers. So I think that's going to be it for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon. Thanks for watching.